didn't see you there. I just decided, out of the blue, from my beautiful, inspirational, cinematic, storytelling mind, that I was going to make a video about how to write scripts, because I know a lot of people out there have trouble writing scripts. I know I did, and I still do. Before we start this, I'm going to tell you, and you guys have to know that I'm not the best scriptwriter, and I know that nobody is the best scriptwriter. Maybe they're one like James Cameron or Steven Spielberg, but we'll never be like that. Maybe. We will, actually. Maybe. But I still am going to teach you my skills on how I write scripts. And if you like my scripts, then listen in. Maybe you can write like me a little bit more. So I'm just going to give you the details and like shortcuts and stuff that I use, and how, like what a script is supposed to be like. Okay, number one. There's a lot of books out everywhere, all over, like this one, for example, about how to write scripts and how to make movies. Or this one. This is actually a screenplay book all about screenplays. It's like 500 pages. And then there's cinematic storytelling, how to write awesome everything. Okay? I have a bunch of books. Just search up movie making or script making or screenplay making for teens, for adults, for kids, anything, okay? So right now I am about to start typing the Operation Nuke or the First Person Shooter 2 video. So I already so this is okay. Number 2. Before you get started with your script, you have to have an idea in your head, okay? So you have to have if you have no idea what you're writing about and you suddenly want to make a movie, the first thing you should have in your head is what genre you want to make it. So look up on the internet, like, movie genres that you can write, and movie genres you can make, and pick your best one from that list. Pick your favorite one from that list, whatever one you want to write. What do you want to, after you've picked your genre, so let's just say we're picking action, because that's what I'm doing for the first-person shooter. You have to pick your audience, and there's 3 main audiences. There's the older audience, like maybe like, let's say 40 and above, 30 and above, and then there's the teenage audience, which is like 13 to 12 to 13 to maybe like 29 to early 30s. Yeah, like in 20s and the high teens. I don't know if I'm saying that. And then there's the kids, but you can't really write an action movie for kids, but that's another audience. So you have to pick your audience, and then from there you can go on to the next step in writing a good script. And that step is finding like ideas and inspirations and stuff about what you want yours to be about. Like, if you have no idea right now, you're just sitting there like, okay, I'm following along with you. I don't know what to write though. Think of what's happened in your past. Think of what's on the news. Look on the news. Watch documentaries about war. Because I'm doing action, I'm saying this. But for comedy, watch comedy. Yeah, anything like that. And if you have an idea in there, then research more about that topic, and you can start creating a script and thinking in your mind what this would be about, and think about your limitations and what you can do. And that also brings me to the next step, which is thinking about how far you can go with this. So if you're thinking, oh, I'm going to have big spaceships fly in, and then bombings and explosions and hundreds and thousands of people running and fighting and stuff, do you really think you can do that? Like, can you get 100 people to play in your film? Do you have that many friends? Yeah, maybe on Facebook. But are they that close to come over and film that with you? The spaceships, do you know how to edit? Do you have a friend or somebody who can edit it? And don't ask, okay, this is another thing, a little off topic, but please do not ask me to edit your films, okay? A bunch of people have been doing this, and I cannot edit other people's films because I am working on my own films, okay? But I can be in little parts of your film, so if you write a script already, like I'm already doing this for somebody, but if you write a script and I have a little, or somebody, you have a missing actor in it who's a little part, and I can film it at home, then I'll be that person and I'll send it to you. And if you have any problems like to edit, if you want to know how to edit, then tell me, send me a personal message or just comment on one of my videos and say, blah, 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 I need to know how to make a movie title in After Effects CS poop. Yeah, just do that and I'll make a tutorial about it. Okay, next step. You have to think about your character and your story. What's your storyline? What's your conflict? What's the conflict? You have to have a conflict in your story. It can't just be like, oh, I'm walking around, oh, look, I found it. So if the main thing, in your story, the main thing is the main character this is really stupid, but, okay, let's say action. He goes to the base and rescues the guys. The movie would be really boring if all it is him walking and then rescue the guys and then walk out. Don't you think that would be boring? Would you watch that movie? No. You have to have something in between that conflict. Like, while he's walking, people start shooting at him, or something happens that he has to defend himself or something, and that's conflict. Where two characters, there could be 3 different types of conflict. Character versus character, character versus self, and there's a third one, but I don't remember it right now. Let's just say character versus character and character versus self. So you have to have those in there in the conflict. Yeah, would you watch a movie that all he does is just walks in and grabs the guys and walks out? Would you? I don't think so. I would watch the movie where the guy was dropped off in a helicopter, but then somebody falls. I'm actually copying Black Hawk Down, but somebody falls and off the helicopter where they're coming down, and they have to save him, and then people start firing at them, and then it's so hard to get the guys, and then when they get there, there's a whole nother problem, and they're trapped or something like that. Wouldn't that make it more interesting? So, what was that? Let's go to the next step. Okay, the next is making a 3-act structure, which you have, this is the basic before anything, before the outline, before everything. Have 3 acts. Number 1 is your beginning, and then you have, in between number 1 and number 2, you have like little conflict, like you can just write like he blah blah blahs really fast. That's how short it is. And then act 2 is the climax, where everything comes together, or like if it's a war movie, the main battle is in the climax. Then in between act 2, which is the climax, and act 3, which is the ending or the conclusion, there has to be another conflict or something that happens in between there. So just write that down really fast. And then Act 3 is the conclusion, which is where everything comes together, where he either wins or he loses, or the ending, which makes it twist. A good movie should end with an ending that people wouldn't guess. That's what I think. Or like it leaves them thinking. That's what I like to write about. If it's an actual plot story, but like with an action film, like the first-person shooter thing, it wouldn't be like that. Okay, after you have the Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3 together, under the Act 1 and Act 2 and Act 3, jot down some ideas about what that's going to be about, like just a summary, like maybe a paragraph long. And then after you're done with that, then you can go on to the outline, which is where it's like pretty much your film in a story form, but not like all story, like he said, blah, blah, like it doesn't have to be like perfect and sound okay, it just has to be like the basic things, like he moves this way, then he goes this way, and then it's just so you have an idea of what's going on, and so you can transfer it into script form. And then after that is the last step, which is writing the script. You take the outline, you take all the dialogue, you highlight that, you take all the places where the camera's moving and the actor's moving, highlight that in a different color, and then just add that to the script, to where it's coming on the script. So what's happening on the script. So on the dialogue, you put the highlighted color of the highlighted dialogue in that dialogue part of the script. In the description of the scene, you'd put the description of where the camera's moving and stuff that you highlighted on the outline. It's that simple, and then after you're done with that, you pretty much have a script. You should revise it a couple times. Ask your parent, ask your friend, ask your mom, ask your dog, ask your pig, ask your fish, anything. I don't care. It's your script. After that, it's all finding your props, finding your locations, finding your actors, and then you can film it, getting your equipment. So, comment down below if you want me to make another video like this about how do you get your equipment and how filming is like. Yeah, comment down below. Okay, fast fact. See these? I bet a bunch of you don't know what this is, or if you do know what it is, you don't know why they made it. You probably think like, oh, I know what this is. They clap it in front of the camera so it looks cool. No, that's not what it is. The real meaning of this is so when they come in front of the camera, if they have a lot of cameras, they come in front of all the cameras, or that one, the main camera, or the camera one, and they go, action, and they walk out. And that click on every single camera after they record, the editors will line up that click, like the beep and the sound that this makes, and line all the film up to all the different cameras' films up on that beep, so they're exactly the same when they have to cut cameras. It's actually really cool. And there's my fast fact. Hope you like this video. Comment down below if you want me to make more things, like how you get the cast, how you find a location, how you make props, how you get props, how you get equipment, what equipment is, where you can get equipment, stuff like that. So comment down below all that. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. Check out JLG Hunger Hales, or type in Save the Hungry on the YouTube search bar, and it'll be the one that has all the social network sites that says share it. Just share it on it. And it's by JLG Hunger Hales. So go and check that out. Hope you like this video. Comment down below. Blah 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 blah. Bye. Oh, it's C4. That didn't do anything.